In this video, I am going to discuss some of the problems from exercise 4.1, right? So, in the introduction to principle of a mathematical induction, so this is what I have discussed. So, I have discussed the meaning of principle of mathematical induction and how to use this technique to prove the statements, and I took this example to solve it. If you have not gone through it, you go through it before you start solving the problems from this exercise 4.1 of the NCERT book, right? So now let's see the first problem of this. So 1 plus 3 square plus 3 to the power 4 and so on, 3 to the power n minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power n minus 1 by 2. So now we have to start with the step 1. Okay, to prove this, step 1 is, first we assume that the given statement is p of 1. Let p of 1 be the statement. So you have to write let p of 1 be the statement. I am not writing here, as I told you in the introduction to this principle of mathematical induction. I have written each and every step clearly in the first video. So now you have to write all those steps for all the problems that I am going to solve it now as well, right? So this is equal to 3 to the power n minus 1 by 2. Now what to do? We have to check that for n is equal to 1 whether the given statement is correct or not. For n is equal to 1 means, so sum of the first one terms. So first one term is 1, which is equal to 3 to the power 1 minus 1 by 2. It is nothing but 3 minus 1 by 2, which implies 1 is equal to 1, so that p of 1 is true. So the first step we have seen that, therefore p of 1 is true. So if p of 1 is true, then we will move to the second step. What is the second step? We assume p of k is true. Okay, assume p of k is true. So now write that p of k is equal to 1 plus 3 square and so on, 3 to the power k minus 1, 3 to the power k minus 1 by 2, right? So we have assumed that p of k is true. Now what to do? We need to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. We need to prove p of k plus 1 is true. So p of k plus 1 is nothing but we'll have one more term in the sequence, right, in this series. So let us take that. So p of k plus 1, the statement p of k plus 1 is nothing but 1 plus 3 square plus and so on. So I can write it as up to 3k minus 1, and I will have one more term, that is 3 to the power k as well. Okay, after 3k minus 1 we'll have 3k, right? So and this is for just replace n with k plus 1 minus 1 by 2, right? Now we need to prove this as true. Let us see that. So what to do? First step, before we start proving it, we will take this statement p of k is true, right? So we substitute this value here. Up to 3 power k minus 1, we have assumed that this is equal to 3 power k minus 1 by 2. So up to 3 power k minus 1, we will take it as 3 power k minus 1 by 2 plus 3 power k must be equal to 3 power k plus 1 minus 1 by 2. That is what you have to prove, right? So now let's take the left hand side to prove the statement, to prove this maybe you can say identity. So let's take the left hand side. So left hand side we have 3 power k minus 1 by 2 plus 3 to the power k. So now further we can write as 3 to the power k minus 1 plus 2 into 3 to the power k by 2, right, by taking LCM. So we can take 3 power k common here, from where 3 power k plus 2 to the power k minus 1 by 2. Now let's take 3 power k common here. 3 power k common here, right? And then I will take it as 3 power k into 1 plus 2 minus 1 by 2, right? So I can write the 3 power k into 3 minus 1 by 2. What is 3 power k into 3? 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3, right? What is 3 power k into 3? So we have a power m into a power n, a to the power m plus n, so that it is 3 power k plus 1 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to right hand side. That means hence proved that p of k plus 1 is true. So if p of k plus 1 is true, then the given statement p of n is also true from the principle of mathematical induction that we have to write at the bottom. So from principle of mathematical induction, p of 1 is true. Now let us start with the next question. This is first sum of the cubes of natural numbers is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square, right? Let us see that. So as usual, we take step 1. What is step 1? Let the given statement is p of n. Let the p of n be the statement. Okay, and then for n equals to 1, let's write the p of 1 first. So 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus, you'll go up to n cube plus n square, is equal to n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Right? So now for n is equal to 1, we have to check that whether the given statement is correct or not. That means for p of 1, p of 1 means sum of the first 1 terms. So first term is 1. So 1 cube, which is equal to 1 square plus 1 plus 1 whole square by 4. So which implies 1 is equal to 1. So that p of 1 is true. Okay. We came to know that p of 1 is true. Then we'll go with the second step. What is the second step? So we assume that p of k is true. Assume that p of k is true. Right? Now let us write the p of k. So the p of k is 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus and so on. For any k terms, okay, k cube is equal to k square plus k plus 1 whole square by 4. You can write that the k belongs to natural numbers for some positive integers. So let us say that this p of k is true. So what to prove now? We have to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. For that, let us take p of k plus 1. The statement p of k plus 1. So p of k plus 1 is equal to, maybe you can take it as 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus and so on plus n cube, and we'll have one more term, that is n plus 1 whole cube, and wherever we have, we have to write k cube, so wherever you have n, you have to replace with k plus 1, right? So that k plus 1 whole cube, and here we have n, just replace with k plus 1 into k plus 1 by 2 whole square. K plus 1 by 2 whole square. We have to replace n with k plus 1 whole square. Right? See this k cube, we just get it from the this previous term, and then we have added one more term here, k plus 1 whole cube, right? And then the previous term will be k plus 1 minus 1, right? So that is k, and this previous to this term is k minus 1 whole cube. So it goes in this way. Okay. I hope you are getting it. Suppose you have something like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. If it is the kth term, then this is known as k minus 1 term. This is known as k minus 2 term, like that. If it is the k plus 1 term, then it will be the kth term, and this will be the k minus 1 term. Just one before this term, we subtract one from the corresponding term. Right? Now let us see that. So now we know that first k terms, the sum of the first k terms is equal to what we have assumed in the beginning of the second step. So k square into k plus 1 whole square by 4. So we can take instead of this, we can take k square into k plus 1 whole square by 4 plus k plus 1 whole cube is equal to k plus 1 into, right, and then k plus 2 whole square by maybe by 2 whole square. So we have to prove it, right? We have to prove it. Now let us take the left hand side to prove it. So let's take the left hand side. What do you have left hand side? K square into k plus 1 whole square by 4 plus k plus 1 whole cube is the left hand side. Now we have to prove this is equal to right hand side. So further let us take the LCM. K square into k plus 1 whole square plus 4 into k plus 1 whole cube or divided by 4. Right? So what we can take common in the numerator? We can take k plus 1 whole square. Right? From this term we can get k plus 1 whole square, and from the k plus 1 whole cube also we can get k plus 1 whole square. So let us take k plus 1 whole square as common. So k plus 1 whole square into k square plus 4 into k plus 1. This is what we are left with, right? 4 into k plus 1 whole divided by 4. Right? So this is what we have. So k square. So when you have taken this k plus 1 whole square common, then we are left with k square. When we take k plus 1 whole square common from this, we are left with k plus 1 into 4. So we can simplify it. So this is k plus 1 whole square into k square plus 4k plus 4 divided by 4. So what we can write here? K square plus 4k plus 4 is nothing but k plus 2 whole square. So we can write it as, left hand side we can write it as, so k plus 1 whole square into k plus 2 whole square by 4, because k square plus 4k plus 4, right? This is equal to k plus 2 whole square, right? K square plus 2 into 2k plus 2 square, right? So now this further can be written as k plus 1 into k plus 2 by 2 square. So I'm taking the whole square. So which is nothing but right hand side. Hence proved. Hence prove that P of k plus 1 is true when P of k is true. So from the principle of mathematical induction, shall I write the statement here? Okay, let me write. Hence P of k plus 1 is true when P of k is true. So principle of mathematical induction is saying that if your P of k plus 1 is true when P of k is true, it is saying that the given statement is true. Hence P of n is true for all positive integers, for all natural numbers. Okay, it says that for all natural numbers, right? That's it, right? Hence P of n is true for all natural numbers from principle of mathematical induction. If you want to write, you can add this from principle of mathematical induction. It is clear? Yes. Now let's go to the next problem. 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2, 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3. You do not need to panic by looking at the formulas and statements. Okay, you just follow the procedure blindly. You will be able to prove it without any difficulties. Very easy one. Okay, this method itself is very easy method. Okay, there won't be any complication in this method. Only have to follow the given 3 steps. Okay, what is step 1? Step 1 is that let P of n be the statement. Okay, so the given statement you can write. I'm not writing here. Then what to do? For n is equal to 1, let's check whether it is true or not. Okay, check the correctness for n is equal to 1. When n is equal to 1, we have only first one as 1. And now you substitute wherever we have n. Okay, 1 plus 1. So here 1 is equal to 1. So that P of n is true. P of 1 is true. I hope you can get it right. Already we have solved 3 problems with last 2 problems, and in the first video 1 problem. We have solved 3 problems with the same procedure and same statement, same words. So I'm not writing all those words here. Okay, this P of n is equal to this one. Right, now what is step 2? We have to assume that P of k is true. What is P of k? Assume that P of k is true. And what is P of k? P of k is 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n, which is equal to 2k by k plus 1. We have to replace wherever we have n, we have to replace with k. Now what to prove? We need to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. Okay, we have to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. Let's see what is P of k plus 1. 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on n, right? And k. And then we have to replace n with k plus 1. I'm taking n by k plus 1. Right? And on the right hand side also replace n with k plus 1, and n is k plus 1 plus 1. Right? And before k plus 1 we have the kth term. Okay? Before k plus 1 we have the kth term. So we know that, right? We have assumed that P of k is true, so that we can take first k terms, sum of the first k terms is equal to, what is that? 2k by k plus 1. We have to take 2k by k plus 1. So two k by k plus 1. Right, 2k by k plus 1 plus 1 by, so what do you have in the denominator? Sum of first n natural numbers kind of thing, right? So we have k plus 1, but we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on. So we know that, right? Sum of the first n natural numbers is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. We know that. So sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2. So what about the sum of the first k plus 1 natural numbers? So that will be equal to k plus 1 into, wherever you have n, just write it as k plus 1 by 2, right? Which is equal to 2 into k plus 1 by k plus 2. So we have to prove this, right? Now let us try to prove this. So in order to prove this, first let us take the left hand side. What is left hand side? We have 2k by k plus 1, and let me take the left hand side 2 by k plus 1 plus 2 by k plus 1 into k plus 3, k plus 1 into k plus 2. Okay, it's not 3, k plus 2, right? That we have to prove it is right hand side. Now let us see that k plus 1 into k plus 2, right? Let us take the LCM, so that it will be 2 into k plus 2 plus 2 into just 2, right? That is what we have. 2 into k plus 2, 2k into k plus 2, right? This is 2k. Okay, 2k into k plus 2. So this is equal to 2k into k plus 2 plus 2, right? So now we can take 2 common here, right? Let us take 2 common. So what do you have? If you take the 2 common, k into k square. Otherwise, let me multiply first. So 4k plus 2 by k plus 1 into k plus 2. Let us take 2 common. When you take 2 common, k square plus 2k plus 1 by k plus 1 into k plus 2. What is this k square plus 2k plus 1? 2 into k plus 1 whole square. It is of the a plus b whole square form. So into k plus 1 by k plus 2. So now k plus 1 will cancel, and we will have 2 into k plus 1 by k plus 2. Now this is equal to right hand side, right? Hence proved. So that p of k plus 1 is also true when p of k is true. So that from the principle of mathematical induction, p of n is true for all positive integers, right? So it is clear? Yes. Now let's go to the next problem. Again, by looking at the problem, don't be panic. As I told you, no need to panic by looking at the problem. So we have 1 into 2 into 3, whatever it is, whatever may be the problem, we always take step 1 as p of 1 is a given statement. P of 1 be the given statement, and now we take for n is equal to 1, we check that whether it is true for p of 1 is equal to or not. So what is p of 1? Sum of the first terms. What are the sum of the first terms here? 1 into 2 into 3. Sum of the first terms is 1 into 2 into 3 is the first term, and now replace n by 1 here. Wherever you have n, just replace that by 1. So 1 into 2 into 3 is 6 here, and 2 into 3 into 3. 2 into 3 into 4 by 4. 4 get cancelled, so 6 equals to 6. So hence p of 1 is true. P of 1 is true. Now let's check the step 2. Step 2 is, so when p of 1 is true, what is step 2? Step 2, we assume that p of k is true. We assume that p of k is true. What is p of k? So p of k can be written as 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus and so on plus n into n plus, sorry, k into k plus 1 into k plus 2. K into k plus 1 into k plus 2, which is equal to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 by 4. K plus 3 by 4. This is what we have, right? So we assume that this is true. Now we have to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. Let's see what is p of k plus 1. So p of k plus 1 is, we get the same 1, 2, 3 plus 2, 3, 4 plus, right? So wherever you have n, you just write the k plus 1. K plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1, k plus 1 plus 2, right? And what do you see on the right side? Right hand side is k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1, k1 plus 2 into k plus 1 plus 3 upon 4. But we know that, right? We have assumed that p of k is true. That means for first k terms up to k plus 1th term. This is the k plus 1th term. Okay, this term we are not going to touch up to k terms. Okay, for k terms we assumed that this is true. So now let us take this as sum of all these terms is equal to k into k plus 1, k plus 2 into k plus 3, right, by 4, right, plus what else we have? K plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3, right? And right side what you have? K plus 1 into K plus 2 into K plus 3 into K plus 4. So we have to prove this. The left hand side is equal to right hand side. Right? So for that, let us take the left hand side here. So the left hand side is, what do you have? So K into K plus 1 into K plus 2 into K plus 3, and take the LCM. You will see that K into K plus 1 into K plus 2 into K plus 3, right, by 4 upon 4 actually, by taking a LCM, K plus 1 into K plus 2 into K plus 3 by 4. Right? So now what can be taken common here? K plus 1 can be taken common, K plus 2 can be taken common, K plus 3 can be taken common. Then we are left with what? We'll be left with K and 4. If we take all those common, we'll be left with, so that left hand side is equal to, okay, so K plus 1 into K plus 2 into K plus 3 into K plus 4 by 4. And taking all these common, we are left with K and 4, right? That K plus 4 come out here, right? Now it is nothing but right hand side. It looks very complicated, but it's very easy, right? Even compared to last 3 problems also, it is very easy, right? It is not that difficult that it's looking, isn't it? So I hope you got it. Right now, we have proved that P of K plus 1 is true and P of K is true. So from principle of mathematical induction, we can say that P of N is true, right? So I hope you have understood all these 4 problems. So I'm going to upload few more problems from the same exercise in the next video, right? Until then, keep watching. Bye bye.